Hello, everyone. More recently, I was involved in lots of discussions with colleagues of mine and younger scientists working with us together. And we talked about how to keep up with the latest literature to be able to write a good introduction at the end for the papers we are working on, also bringing our results into perspective. And based on these discussions, I was thinking that it might make sense to just give a quick overview how I do it, and maybe this might help some other people. So basically, I use all kinds of current available online media, and also like mailing lists. So and I will discuss a little bit also how I integrate them in my daily routine, that I don't spend much time on any one of those particular. And basically, they are so integrated in my daily life that I don't feel anymore that I actually work on them or doing work in general, but it's basically keeping me informed. And it's quite interesting because I think in general, these type of media, they are so mixed up with other types of information that they're actually really fun to consume. So I think the most classical way, what a lot of people do, and what I can really recommend for everyone starting in science or aiming to be more updated on the research topics they're interested in, is just signing up at NCBI, so the National Center for Biotechnology Information. And as you can see here, just simply sign up and then generate PubMed queries of the topics you're interested in, so that you automatically get the latest papers to the things you're interested in. Here, for example, are shown things I'm interested in, and the list is way, way longer. For example, I'm interested in the journal of the American Journal of Human Genetics. Basically, I get everything which is published there on basically on a monthly basis. However, if something comes up in the journal Nature, which is related to autism, I get basically a daily update. And as I said, the list is much longer. I included like gene names on genes which I'm interested in or have worked in the past on, or authors. For example, if I'm really interested in some individuals who I think they do great science, and I would I want to keep updated what these researchers are doing, I get also directly an email. A similar version to that is also the email update from the bioRxiv. So it's a little bit less organized compared to the NCBI system. However, as well here you can set up alerts and basically follow the web page. And for example, I get every night at around about 9 p.m. East Coast time also an email about the keywords and queries I'm interested in at the bioRxiv. However, I follow also the bioRxiv through other media, which is basically Twitter. Brings me to the next topic. So I'm living now since 2 years now in the US, and here Twitter is very well established and very known to be established for scientists. However, when I was in Germany, in Europe in general, we don't use much Twitter, and I think lots of people are not aware how powerful Twitter is as a science tool. For example, I personally don't use Twitter privately. I follow around about 150 people, and which are all work related. So many of my colleagues are on this Twitter feed. However, also lots of scientists, and for me in particular, these are geneticists, who work on the topics I'm interested in or in related topics. However, I also, I just go back to a slide before, I'm also following individuals who are more like mainstream scientists who basically or like science journalists who cover other areas of research, which are quite interesting to me. So with this kind, whereas my PubMed and bioRxiv, the email alerts are quite specific to the topics I'm interested in. If I check my Twitter, I get a more broader area of science. So also very specific ones, but I'm also more entertained in terms of science. Twitter has also the advantage that people are quite communicative. For example, if something is recently published, lots of people tweet it, and you see quite interesting, also quite often interesting discussions on the topic, if they like the study or not. It's quite, it's really interesting to see how leaders in the field think about other people's research or their own research, which you usually never see else in this kind of context. Usually when I'm on conferences, people are quite polite, but on the internet, people are more, saying their opinion, which is interesting. YouTube channels. So this is something which I don't do on a daily basis, but if I have time, I also like to consume a lot of interesting talks and or more mass media type of science videos. For example, I really like this healthcare triage show, because it's basically all across life science and healthcare science. And in this channel, every video clip also lists references. So it's really scientifically oriented. So it's built like a classical scientific presentation, but it's still but the topics are very short, but they're presented with references, which is really nice. However, this is a little bit more broader scientifically, and if I'm personally, since I'm a geneticist interested in genetic disorders, specifically more brain disorders, and I'm very interested in newest technology developments in life science with regard to data science. I'm following also the YouTube channel from the Broad Institute, which I can highly recommend because there are several sessions or playlists. For example, some of them represent the more midsummer. For example, here you can see below the Midsummer Nights, which is a series for a wider audience, presenting the latest research developments, key leaders working at the Broad, key leaders in the field working at the Broad present to a wider audience. However, there's also primers, so basically giving introductory talks about the latest methods and developments in science for scientists. So it's quite specific, but not too specific to and you can actually, you get trained, you get really learned. You can really learn here. And this is, I think, particularly interesting for scientists like me before, when I was not at the Broad Institute, who were interested in large-scale genomics or life science, data science, but they're working at a small, they're trained or work at the moment in smaller labs, or where large-scale genomic or large-scale studies or the latest technology developments are not possible. Here you can already set up your mindset, and you get also to know all the people behind these big projects. This is something I'm personally working on. So this is my YouTube channel where we present, or where I upload basically the latest talks from our weekly online journal club. So basically every Friday we have like an online journal club where the authors most of the time present their own paper, which has got recently published or is just deposited as in the bioRxiv. And after we have the live online journal club where everyone can join, I upload the recent talks. So these are highly genetic specific or neuropsychiatric disorder specific. But anyways, if you're interested in these things, I can highly recommend consuming these. I bet there are also others for the type of research you're interested in. Similarly, many organizations and also companies like Illumina offer webinars. I can highly recommend following those. And again, our online journal club. I put up down the link to the project. So in case you are interested to join one of our sessions, feel free just to join or contact me on Twitter that I put you on the mailing list. Just in terms of timing. So I try to integrate all these media in the off time I have. So basically, for example, when I'm just having breakfast or when I'm in the train, I think the train is a good example. I need to take the train just for a very short ride, like 5 to 10 minutes, but to work. But this is usually a time I would just stay or sit and don't do anything. However, alternatively, to do something, I would usually check my Facebook account and basically waste time, or because I often have already checked this. However, since I'm signed up so many mailing lists, I can just use this time to read the latest studies which I get through my email, or just follow or check my Twitter account and see if some new conversations or studies are up. And basically, I already starting using this 10 minutes time to be up to date. What were the latest studies which came up? And I can do this also on the way back home, or if I have some off time where I'm waiting for something, which takes me even for 2 or 3 minutes, I can basically use this time to be updated. For the webinars and for the YouTube videos and online journal clubs, these take more time, and depending how interesting they are, I can integrate them in my or how related they are actually to my project. I can integrate them in my work routine. However, if I feel this is something more which is more fun than directly related to my projects, I can just watch them at the weekends. And basically with this little effort, I think keeping up with the media is fun and doesn't take much effort. And it makes things much easier as writing papers or just having a good idea what is currently out. So if you have any questions, just comment on this video, or so even suggestions, feel free to let me know. Sign up on my Twitter account or YouTube. And that's it. Bye.